How old were you during the war?
I became 18 years old on August the 12th, 1943. I had been attending an Army Signal Corps radio school in San Antonio from September 1942 and was attending the University of Texas at Austin, completing 3 months of math. The next phase would have been the radar school in Pittsburgh. They allowed me to attend the school underage, but you had to be in the Army Signal Corps Reserve to continue. By my 18th birthday, the reserve program was ended. It was a catch-22 situation, so I went to Houston for a month and decided to enlist in the Marines. My Marine Corps enlistment was from October 26, 1943 to May 16, 1946.
Okay. What was your rank and your job?
I became a PFC out of boot camp and was assigned to attend the Naval Radio School at Texas A&M University on January of 1944. I became a corporal after graduating from the school in June. In June of 1944, I was assigned to the 5th Joint Assault Signal Company at Camp Pendleton. The JASCO had 3 units: naval gunfire, control, communication teams, and the air liaison parties who called in the close air support. My team was ALP 13, and I was the NCO in charge. On the ship in December 22nd, 1944, heading for Iwo Jima, I was promoted to sergeant. I was now 19 years old.
What was your mission during the Battle of Iwo Jima?
My ALP 13 was attached to the 3rd Battalion, 28th Marines, and our mission was to call in air strikes on targets selected by the battalion commander. We called the missions into a support air network detailing our target coordinates. The colonel in charge, his code name was Dandy, mine was Duplex, would call the aircraft carriers for the planes to complete the mission.
What wave were you in during the landing force?
Our 3rd Battalion, 28th was designated the Division Reserve, and we did not go in on the first waves. We were in the boats at 5:30 a.m. that morning, February 19th. We were told that we would not go in that day. At approximately 11 o'clock, our boats turned and headed toward the beach. H hour had been at 9 o'clock, so we knew something was wrong. At 12:30 p.m., we landed at Green Beach, 3.5 hours after our 1st Battalion, 28th, and 2nd Battalion had landed. I don't know what way we landed, but when we did land, the Japs dropped all kinds of shells on us. This was the beginning of the real battle began.
What were your viewpoints on the Battle of Iwo Jima?
We were supposed to land on Red Beach next to Green, but there was so many wrecked Higgins boats and equipment that the coxswain in our boat slid down to the left and came to a spot on Green Beach. The view on the Red Beach let me know that there was not going to be a 4-day war, as some of the Navy people were saying. Late on the day, we found out why we were were called in so quickly. The front on the Mount Suribachi base was too large for the 1st and 2nd Battalion to be able to handle it. So our 3rd Battalion took the center position toward the mountain. We were about 300 yards actually away from the base of the mountain, and it took us 3 days to take that 300 yards. Our 1st Battalion's job has been to cut across the 700-yard neck in front of Mount Suribachi. 1 lieutenant and 2 men made it in 90 minutes. Of course, they bypassed hundreds of pillboxes, machine gun nests, and concrete blockhouses, leaving them to be destroyed in the next 4 days. Many were in the center,